Got to do better.
Pretty clearly his game plan was to try to foul out as many centers as he can. Just when a guy's doing that, what can you do to stop him?
Play with discipline. Don't whack down.
That third quarter, when they just get really, really hot shooting, do you feel like you guys were defending them well there, or was that just hot shooting?
Yeah, we got to do better. Got to do better.
Mitch's ankle, what is it?
I haven't talked to medical yet.
So there's a couple possessions in the third quarter you probably want to have back, just 2 or 3 though. But is that just how important possessions are in playoff games? How valuable they are? They go on a run after that.
Yeah. Everything's important. Each possession is vital. We're up 3 at the half. Came out. They hit us, and we got back on our heels, and it was a problem.
That flagrant one on Joel Embiid.
Which one? The one they called or the one they didn't call? Okay. Oh, okay. All right. I just want to make sure we have clarity on that.
Did you see that as the proper? Was it flagrant one, or did you feel like?
I don't even know. I guess they had. What did they have? 33 free throws. Yeah.
When you referencing the one they didn't call, is that the Isaiah when he got Isaiah in the groin?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tom, did Mitch get injured on that play where Embiid pulled him?
I haven't talked to medical yet.
Did they give you an explanation as to why it wasn't a flagrant call on?
No. No.
Do you feel like the whole grievance thing affected the way the game was officiated?
Each game is going to be different, so you just got to respond. This is playoff basketball. It's going to go up. It's going to escalate. It's going to get, and we got to bring it. We got to bring it. My thing is there's 2 teams, and, they responded. Now we got to respond. We got to do a lot better. We got to fix it.
Did you see any difference in the way Jalen was defended tonight that allowed him to have the game he had, or was it just making shots that he got?
No, and I said this earlier, going in, we're scoring plenty. We're scoring a ton of points. We, at a high level, at an efficient level. He had the team playing well. He didn't shoot well, but he had the team playing well. And then he ended up, with 10, 12 free throws, right? And a lot of those came at the end. And so I'll look at it again. I'll send my clips in like I do every game, and then they'll say marginal contact, and then and then we'll have marginal contact on Embiid, and he'll be at the line 21 times. So that's the way it works.
You say playoff basketball, but that play was called a flagrant. Did you get any clarity why that isn't a 2 that looked like you punched him and pulled him down from behind?
I think they have a pull reporter, don't they? That might be a good question for him.
43-point quarter, though, for the Sixers in that third quarter. What was it in there that they were doing so effectively that you guys couldn't stop?
Some of them was just tough shots, but we just gotta be more physical on the defensive end and take them out of rhythm.
50 for Joel tonight. Looking ahead to Game 4, what are some of the things that you feel that you guys can do differently to make sure that he doesn't have that kind of game again?
Just make sure he sees bodies. Don't foul him. We have more free throws than our whole team, more free throws and field goals attempted. So we just got to try to show our hands as best we can and, be physical.
You guys don't get the win tonight, but you got a great game out of Jalen. He found his way out of the shooting issues from the first couple of games. How important was it for him to drop 39 here on the road just to make sure that you guys can go in and get that win in Game 4?
Yeah, he had a good game. That's something that, we know he's capable of. We know he can, make shots and, That's good in terms of confidence for him going into Sunday, but we got to make sure we're focused and ready for Sunday.
You got some good minutes from Isaiah, also from Precious, but at the same time, how tough is it to lose Mitch there in that second half?
Extremely tough. Obviously, he's someone that's a big part of this team, a big part of the team's identity, and so it's a bummer that obviously he was hurt and wasn't able to get back. So we just hope he's good, but we got to just, next man up mentality.
What was your reaction to that flagrant one Embiid had on him?
We're just happy Mitch didn't get a serious injury on that. I'm all for tough fouls or tough playoff fouls, but that's something that can put a guy out for, a significant amount of time. So, we're lucky he didn't get seriously hurt, during that time, and, it is what it is.
There's going to be a full report on it, but are you surprised looking at replays of that it wasn't a flagrant 2?
We knew what Game 3 was going to be. Like, come on now. Like, we knew, especially with how Game 2 ended. Like, we knew what it was going to be. So, am I surprised? Not at all. At the end of the day, now we just got to move on. I'm curious to hear that, though.
Is there anything you can do to better prepare yourselves for like this kind of war?
Better prepared? No, I feel like we're pretty prepared. We just got to make sure we stay focused, throughout the game. Make sure we're physical throughout the game. Make sure we're making it tough for them, throughout the whole game. So, we know that that's a good team to have that talented individuals. I don't think anyone thought this game or this series was going to be a cakewalk. So, we got to make sure that we're ready, Sunday.
Deuce, it seemed like the turning point in this game came down to that third quarter and the way the Sixers were able to hit shots there. Looking ahead to Game 4, what are some of the things that you feel like you guys can do differently to make sure they can't put together a 43-point third quarter?
Yeah, I think as players, I think we just didn't do a hard enough job of making it tough. I think he got to his spots. He was just shooting step-in shots. I think we should have just been a lot more disruptive on that end of the floor.
Coach was saying that the intensity is going to do nothing but escalate. Is that kind of how you feel about how this series is going to go? And, how do you prepare for that looking ahead into the next game on Sunday?
Yeah, I definitely think they were the more physical team. I think they came out and they had a plan to try to really amp the game up, and I think we have to respond even higher. I think we have to come out with a more intensity, more fight in us, and just a more togetherness.
The talk is going to be about Embiid with the 50, but Maxey was also really solid tonight. Defensively, what can you do to try to contain him on Sunday?
Yeah, obviously 2 great players. I think they had it going, and we didn't make adjustments as a team. I think understanding that we have to make it hard. We have to make their other guys step up and make shots and make plays. I think we just have to come back, look at the film, and be ready for Sunday.
Hey Jalen, obviously tough outcome, but this seemed to be a bounce-back game for you. Did you notice the defensive adjustment, giving more attention to guys like Josh, that freed you up?
I'm not really worried about what I did. Our team lost a game where we gave up 43 points in the third quarter, so my main focus is how we adjust to that.
Jalen, that third quarter you just talked about, there was a point in the midway through the third quarter, a couple quick possessions for you guys, and then all of a sudden it turns into sort of an avalanche. Is that just an indication of how valuable, how important each possession is in a playoff game?
Yeah, it's you got to be, locked in at all times, and even if one person has a mishap and it could affect possession, it can affect everyone on the team. So we all got to be locked in, and it starts with me. I got to be locked in, and basically just help my team be ready to go from the start of the game.
JB, is your first time playoff with the Knicks. Now Jalen Brunson, the name is very big in China. So, is there anything you want to say to Chinese fans?
Very appreciative of their support. It's really an honor to know that the things that have going on throughout my career, and I'm just thankful for the opportunities that I have, and I'm just going to continue to work hard and be myself, and just really appreciate their support.
Jalen, you had some conversations with Zach Zarba. There was one where Tibbs kind of subbed you out and took it over himself. What is it like knowing your coach has your back like that?
It's amazing. I wouldn't expect anything else, just the relationship that we have. And it's not just me, it's everyone who's on that floor, who's on that bench. He's going to fight for everybody. And that's just who he is. That's his mentality. And, I wouldn't have it any other way.